Stay tuned for my review of Aaero on the Xbox One. I'll be looking at various clips from the game, including its pros and cons and why this title is definitely worth a chance. Hello, welcome to my review of Aaero on the Xbox One. Incredibly, this game was developed by just 2 people, using the Kickstarter initiative to raise funds for this. If I was to sum up this title quickly, I'd say it's a cross between Guitar Hero and Space Harrier. For me, any game title that's able to integrate music into the gameplay and do a good job of it, I think is a great achievement. And this game in particular has received so many rave reviews, for me it's definitely worth a look. You have access to a tutorial that's short and sweet and tells you everything you need to know. But the thing is, there isn't much to learn about this game. It's simply a case of when you see the ribbon, you've got to stay on it as much as possible, you've got to shoot down the enemies by locking onto them without getting shot at yourself, and try not to crash, and that's about it. Aaero is a beautifully made game. You can tell a lot of heart has gone into it. The levels are visually stunning to watch, and overall the soundtrack to the game really helps to the atmosphere. Not forgetting how some of the levels provide some epic boss battles. However, at this point I think it's important to keep things in perspective. I mean, all the good points I've said so far, I think there are some negatives to these. I mean, take the scenery for example. On each of these levels, as much as they're beautiful, when you look at each one and look at overall, they do feel a bit recycled. And then you got the music. In some of the soundtracks I like, and they do serve their purpose, or all of them, in aiding you to complete the level for the best possible score. But saying that, the fact that this is a very music orientated game, and you can access these tunes on Spotify, some of these tracks I couldn't see myself chilling out to these on a quiet afternoon.
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind.
Let the bass cannon kick it.
And then you got the secrets. These are these little red lights scattered throughout the level. If you include the DLCs, there's 130 in total to shoot down, but if you're an achievement hunter, you only need 100 of these, and the DLCs just make it a bit easier. But what do you get when you shoot 130 of these? What's the price?
You've won absolutely nothing! A lifetime supply of nothing!
That's right, absolutely nothing. Not counting the achievements you get along the way for shooting down these secrets in the first instance. But when you look at the DLCs that are available, you've got ones which give you extra music tracks which coincide with the extra levels you can play. And you can buy extra ship skins, which change the appearance of your ship when playing these levels. I mean, this one in particular, the ship skins, I don't understand why you have to pay for those. They could have had it so, say, once you get 50 secrets, that's when you get an extra ship skin. So what's the point of this game? What's the overall goal? Because there's no storyline to this. Each level is its own standalone challenge. For me personally, it's about getting the highest score possible on the levels to ensure you get the 5 stars, which in turn unlocks other levels and other difficulties. To get the highest score possible, in the levels themselves you need to get a good score multiplier. So as long as you're not missing enemies and you're staying on the ribbon, your multiplier goes up, which ensures a better score at the end of the level. But if you say you stay off the ribbon just for a little while, your score multiplier goes down and yeah, you might not get what you need. So you still might finish the level for good accuracy, but if you don't have a good multiplier, you still might not get your 5 stars. Other people might say, no, that's not what this game's about. Because yes, in the main game you need stars to unlock other levels and so on. But if you play the chill out mode, you got access to every level anyway, and infinite lives, and you can just play at your own pace and set your own challenges and just do what you want to do. Before I wrap up my review of Aaero, there's one more thing I think they could have easily improved upon. It's something that can make it unnecessarily challenging at times. When you're trying to keep your score multiplier up, you're trying not to lose a life. But when you're targeting enemies, though it's an easy mechanism and it's not hard to figure out how to do it and shoot them down, the thing is, when there's a lot going on the screen at any one time, it can be hard to tell in particular that you've successfully locked onto them, which can make it, it just makes it a bit more tricky than it needs to be. I really liked Aaero. I enjoyed the journey that it took me on, trying to get good at those challenging levels, trying to get the high score against a beautiful backdrop and a great soundtrack. The combination was very satisfying for me, it just worked. The music in the game is very club-like with some drum and bass tunes, so even if that's not your taste in music, I honestly think you'll still have a lot of fun with this. I still have this in my game library and I've played this plenty of times whilst making this video, and I still see myself playing this in the future. With each of the levels only lasting a few minutes long, this is a great game if you don't have too much time in your hands, or you just don't want to play something that's too long. Yeah, I have some qualms of it, only little ones, such as the evidence of level recycling, the unclear targeting, the lack of reward from getting secrets, but these are small things. It doesn't detract from the fact this is a high quality title. It has received a lot of rave reviews, and I paid the full price tag of $11.99, and I'm very happy with my purchase, so I definitely recommend this. I also recommend getting the music level DLCs that are available, because this just extends the experience. But I don't recommend getting the ship skin DLCs, because I honestly believe they should have been included with the actual game. But apart from that, if you want to try something a bit different, give Aaero a go. And that's the end of my review of Aaero on the Xbox One. If you like that, please feel free to leave a like or any comments, or if you want, subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.